Okay, so I want to give you a quick tip on something that a lot of sellers underutilize, and that's the feedback revision request. Okay, so if and when you do get a neutral feedback or a negative feedback, you can actually send a request to the buyer to revise that feedback. Okay, let me show you where to do that. You're going to click on account. You're going to click on feedback on the drop down menu here. And then on the right hand side, you should see it right here where it says request feedback revision. Okay. Now you won't see it here, but usually if there's a negative or neutral feedback, you can click on that feedback and then follow the instructions to send the revision request. Couple of things before you do that though. You want to make sure you communicate with the buyer and let them know why you're sending a revision request. Obviously, the buyer was not happy with something, so that's why they left a neutral or negative feedback. So you want to make sure you resolve and fix that for the customer, even if you have to give them a refund and allow them to keep the item, especially if you're only going to lose a few bucks and you've already made hundreds or thousands of dollars of profit that month. Go ahead and do it, because the feedback can be detrimental to your business. It's going to affect your DSR score, and it's going to affect your overall feedback score when people are shopping and they see your feedback score on every listing. So another thing you want to remember is you actually have 10 feedback revision requests per calendar year. So if you do get some feedback, you want to make sure you try to resolve it and ask for a feedback revision, and hopefully they would turn around and give you a positive one. I've used this several times and it's worked many times. I've even had a buyer leave me an accidental negative feedback. They wrote, "Awesome eBayer, fast shipping, satisfied with the item," and then they left me negative feedback. I was like, what the heck? So contacted them, found out it was a mistake, and sent the feedback revision request, and he turned into a positive feedback. So make sure you do utilize that tool if and when you get a negative feedback.